Let's start with one of the less strong aspects of the Raw Netflix launch, which was everything that transpired with The Rock. We must quickly review The Rock's WWE activities from 2024 in order to comprehend the annoyance and immense dissatisfaction with what he performed at the Raw Netflix premiere. The fans rejected the matchup and instead to see Cody Rhodes take on Roman Reigns instead of The Rock, who returns early in the year to eventually deliver on their dream match at WrestleMania 40. The entire narrative then changed course, with The Rock accusing the fans of choosing Cody Rhodes over himself. We were introduced to The Rock's brand new character, dubbed the Final Boss, as a result of this significant story change for Cody Rhodes to fight Roman Reigns. The Final Boss was a fantastic figure. This character was everything you love about The Rock, but it was magnified to the highest degree. The Rock even called it the greatest villain pro wrestling has ever seen. In addition, this persona utilized The Rock's position on the board of directors to control every circumstance he found himself in. The persona was flawless, and it was outstanding for the entire run. On the first night of WrestleMania 40, The Rock even defeats Cody Rhodes in a pinfall match that seemed to be setting up something. 2 days later, The Rock confronted Cody Rhodes, congratulating him on his victory but also stating that Cody now had to deal with him and that their relationship was only getting started. The Rock even put Cody's WWE title over his own shoulder and said it felt appropriate and hinted at his intention to challenge Cody for the title. The Rock stated unequivocally that he will defend Cody Rhodes, title or no title. Additionally, there was a major cliffhanger in the plot where The Rock returned the WrestleMania gift that Cody had given him. There was so much in The Rock's statement about how Cody Rhodes crushed his heart with that particular move that it seemed like this feud was only getting started. Returning to Bad Blood, The Rock emerges from the platform, mean mugs Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, makes the hand signal over his neck, and then leaves. Additionally, there was fan film of Solo Sikoa informing his bloodline members that everything was planned at that same moment. Fans were trying to figure out whether Solo and The Rock were collaborating, so it was thrilling, it was mysterious and sparked interesting discussions, leaving us to wonder if a triple threat title bout was scheduled for WrestleMania 41. Considering everything we just covered that happened in 2024, there was a lot of excitement to see where these tales would all go for The Rock because he was attending the Raw Netflix premiere. With so many unresolved storylines involving him and Cody, the Bloodline, Roman Reigns, and other characters, what plot point was the Final Boss hoping to explore and further with this Raw Netflix debut appearance? The response proved to be nothing at all. The Rock released his Final Boss music, clothes, and visuals, but as soon as he began speaking, the Final Boss vanished. Dwayne Johnson was essentially just cosplaying as The Rock, promoting Raw, hyping TKO, and sounding like he was speaking at a media event to promote Raw. Even The Rock was nowhere to be seen. The Rock turns to face Cody Rhodes, gives him a hug, and thanks him for keeping the company. And this is really annoying to you as a viewer who is aware of everything that happened in 2024 because you're waiting for the twist, for The Rock to turn on the fans, or for Cody Rhodes to keep his April promises, or for the Final Boss to show any glimmer of life, but it never materializes. The Rock gave a quick introduction and commentary on the tribal fighting match, but once more, it sounded more like Dwayne Johnson discussing the match in his capacity as promoter. His remarks regarding the match were truly out of character. When the tribal fighting match finally comes around, all of these strangers are participating, which is strictly against cultural norms. WWE informed the audience in 2023 that the fundamental unwritten rule of a tribal fighting match is that no family members may participate and that they must respect the match's conclusion. That was not the case here, as family members from both sides became engaged. Even non-family members like Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens. And once more, you would think that The Rock would come out and try to make things right here since your family's future is at stake and being tampered with. Because at WrestleMania 40, he did just that. During the Night 2 main event, the Final Boss arrived in force to make things right when things were becoming out of control and hurting Roman. Therefore, it was odd to watch The Rock disregard what was being placed in this tribal combat event. However, following a disappointing night from The Rock, He did make an appearance following the conclusion of the tribal combat match. At that point, your expectations were likely to rise once more, believing that this must be the big final boss twist we've been waiting all night for. But once more, nothing materialized. They pose, shake hands, and then fade to black after The Rock placed the Ula Fala on Roman's head. To exacerbate the situation, The Rock appeared on Instagram Live immediately following all of this and actually had a drink with Cody Rhodes while grinning and joking in front of the camera. The Rock praised Cody for continuing to support him and going to events like the Moana 2 premiere, but he only made passing references to some of the 2024 events. Everything that transpired with The Rock during the Raw Netflix premiere was awful since, in a single night, he was able to abandon his final boss persona, put an end to all of the storylines that had been established for him, and essentially wipe out his entire 2024 WWE run. Additionally, there haven't been many instances during the Triple H administration that are so offensive to the intelligence of the public, but that's just what's occurring here. Everyone is aware of what they witnessed in 2024 with The Rock and everything that was put up there, so it is quite annoying for viewers when he shows up and essentially destroys it and acts as though it never happened. It feels like The Rock's whole predicament was done to us when you went to see a movie and saw all this wonderful preparation for a confrontation between the hero and the villain. And then, in the middle of Act 3, a scene of them sitting down together, breaking bread, and sharing a drink, followed by the end credits. After so much setup, he's now drinking and smiling with these adversaries without providing any context for the story. Since Cody Rhodes saw Moana 2, the last boss has vanished, and everything that transpired between them last year has also been wiped, according to The Rock's only explanation. The Rock beat you up throughout 2024 and confronted your mother in person, so it's disrespectful to Cody Rhodes' character that you're just taking this drink and pretending nothing happened. It looks terrible for The Rock's persona and for everything he was associated with. It's just strange all around. It would be as though the public were given a Men in Black neuralizer by WWE and The Rock to remove any memories of The Rock until 2024. According to rumors, The Rock abandoned all of his present plans in order to make room for John Cena. And while it's okay if that's the case, there had to be a better solution than for The Rock to completely destroy his character and any ongoing plots. How can The Rock and WWE repair the serious harm they have just caused to The Rock and his narratives? The obvious response is that there will be another twist soon. Perhaps it's an unexpected Royal Rumble appearance. Or perhaps they could explain his completely irrational attitude by claiming that it was all a part of a covert scheme with Paul Heyman. Perhaps the explanation is that The Rock chose to take a break and is now discreetly working on a strategy with Paul Heyman behind the scenes. Perhaps Paul Heyman will turn on Roman Reigns at some point in the future, giving the Ula Fala to The Rock and revealing it as part of a scheme. The Rock's character had just suffered unimaginable harm, and only something similar could undo it. However, what do you think of the stories from today? Please share your thoughts below. Remember to subscribe with all alerts enabled, and hit like if you liked it. I appreciate you everyone watching.